if you think this is really weird or not, but it's working for me and keeping these live videos separate. Hi, it's Mel, and I'm sitting in the Roller Girl Gang skate shop, roller skate shop right here. Let me just do a quick 360 so you can see what's going on. Ooh, there's the skate shop. And I am catching up on my live blog post videos as I've been busy writing Show Up to Grow blog posts, and I was away at the weekend, so I missed out. I couldn't find 10 minutes where I had a signal and it was a quiet space and I felt like I was able to have a quiet chat. So I'm catching them on them now, and this is today's blog post. It is called The Smallest Steps, and it is about giving yourself permission. This one I am extremely passionate about because we just don't give ourselves permission to take the smallest steps. So this is how I learned how important that is, to give ourselves that permission. No one's going to give it to you. You have to give it to yourself. Okay. So when I was a teenager, I definitely thought that I was going to have life figured out by the time I got to my 40s, which I am now. Do I have everything figured out? Definitely not. I wish I could go back now and say to my younger self, do you know what? Don't wait. There is not going to be an epiphany moment. Sorry. You are not going to reach a point where you feel that you have enough of stuff, of everything. Instead, you have to choose. You get to choose now that you have already got everything you need. You have got a body that is functioning. You've got a brain that is working. You've got people who love you. You've got everything you need. And, tiny me, you still feel like a young person in here, even in your 40-something-year-old body. Like, I think my kind of go-to age in my head is probably like around 22, 23, which is when I felt like, oh, I've nearly got stuff figured out. Ha! If only they knew. Sometimes think like it would be really interesting to have a conversation with your younger self, mostly just to give them a bit of a shake. It's okay. So one of the things I do now that I definitely did not do back then, apart from talk more, was I give myself permission now to take the smallest steps. Life suddenly got really, really hard for me in my late 30s. At the time, I was separated and I was going through a divorce, which is always really challenging. And things that I'd previously found solace in, or a bit of peace in, or on some numbing, like Candy Crush, weren't really having the same effect anymore. And I am very lucky that I already had roller skating, because that was the thing that would kind of be drilling the same moves, wondering why I can't do it yet. I mean, I think I had a plan to learn Crazy Legs in 2.5 months. I didn't do it. Not surprisingly, it actually took me like 2 years of feeling like my legs wouldn't work in the way that I wanted them to. And it was really frustrating. You know, that clunky feeling when you're like pushing on your leg, you're like, why won't it do what I want it to do? My brain's just going, go that way. And your eyes are going like, just go that way. And your leg's going like, nah, I'm going to go the other way. Toe spins was another thing I was really trying to work on. Toe spins. Gave myself a couple of weeks to do that and nail that, because I was like, oh yeah, I can already do a spin. Toe spin, therefore, no problem. Totally different. The balance on a toe spin is completely different compared to heel toe. Like, just no. 2 weeks, no. So one of the moments that had a definite change in headspace for me was when Estrogen came to teach a roller dance class in Leeds, and they said they were learning a spin, that one where you like cross your feet. I mean, I've tried it a couple of times. My body's not doing it. And they'd allowed themselves 5 to 8 years to nail this skill because it's so challenging. And I kind of went, wait, what? 5 to 8 years? You, Estrogen, elite skater, to give yourself that much time to learn this? Mind-blowing moment. Someone who's already good, the binary, let's move from the binary, but in my head at that time, good at roller skating, was giving themselves years to learn a new skill. From that, I could give myself permission. I was allowed to give myself permission to be kinder to myself, because someone that I respect massively as a skater just helped me understand how different the journey in roller skating actually is. So I took the pressure off myself just a little bit. I thought that was kind. So instead of, well, why don't I have this already? Why is it so hard? It was reframed and it became, I don't have this yet. I'm still working on it. It's okay. Or this attempt felt nicer than the last time that I did it. And then I would also work on other skills. So I'd be like, oh, I want to work on this core skill, whatever it is I want to do, but I'm actually going to leave it alone for a couple of weeks. I'm going to go and do something totally different, then come back to it. And I would actually see a really big improvement, because all skating helps skating. But the thing that gave me the biggest improvement was definitely giving myself permission to take all the time that I need. Since then, I've also worked with Candice Hayden. We did a Zoom training session, and she said, when you are practicing jumps, do these on shoes. Sorry, wait, what? We're training roller skating jumps, and she said, do them in your shoes. Actually, when I was learning 180 and 360 jumps, I did train them on shoes. So I was like, oh yeah, that's fine, I did do that. Then she said, train them on grass or carpet on your roller skates before you go for it on a slippery floor. And like I had another one of those like aha moments. Of course, it makes all of the sense. There's another skater that I really highly respect, and that she's also saying, take the smallest possible steps. You are not cheating by taking a tiny step. In fact, you are being more supportive of yourself, because when you're working on movement that is very challenging for your balance, by reducing the amount of risk, you're going to build muscle in a more productive way. You're going to like load that muscle in a way that your body can support, build it to actually support and stabilize yourself when you are building up and going for these big like jumps and turns, if that's what you want to do. If you try and do it too quickly, your body has no time to build that muscle. It takes time to build muscle. So when you're actually ready to kind of do the move, you'll kind of just do it anyway. Like, yes, it does take training, but once you've done that training, you'll be somewhere, you won't have been practicing, you won't have been doing it, and you're like, what? I suddenly just came out with this incredible thing that I've been working on, and you'll go, whoa, that's the best I've ever done it. Oh, my body must have just been ready. Great. The fear has gone. You're not worried about, am I going to land it? Am I going to be able to do it? Am I going to fall over? Are there people watching? Is there enough of whatever? You'll just do it. Your body knows what to do. And you've built the supporting muscle memory. So I no longer subscribe to the school of thought that just says, like, just swallow your fear and just do it anyway. I actually think that's quite reckless and dangerous, really. If you're not ready and your fear is holding you back, that is your body keeping you safe. If you're not sure, you can always get the opinion of a skate pal who will be like, oh yeah, do you know what? I've seen you do all of this. Yeah, I believe that you can do it. But if it's the first time that you're doing something, you have to expect to fall. The first time you do anything, it's going to be a failure. And that is just going to, that's how it is, isn't it? FFTs. Look it up. Brené Brown, FFTs. So, right now, what do I allow myself to do when I'm learning something new? Now, I celebrate putting my skates on if I feel tired. I don't skate every day. I don't need to. I've got nothing to prove to anyone. But if I want to, and I'm actually feeling a bit tired, I will celebrate the fact that I put them on. I will try things that I think are challenging in shoes. Never mind the skates. I'm going to do it in shoes. If I think something is unfamiliar and I might fall, I might hold on to something for support. Or if I can get a supportive friend or person to hold my hand, I might very well do that. The first time I wanted to do a 180 jump, I was holding on to somebody and doing a 180 jump. When I was doing a backside at the skate park, which is a 180 jump where you land on coping, I was holding someone's hand. It's on my Instagram feed if you want to see. Moves that I don't like or that make me feel a bit queasy or nervous, I might actually put grippier wheels on, like outdoor wide sticky wheels, so that I can grip the floor. Like standing on my heels is something I do not enjoy. It does not feel good. My knees don't like the position, but I still want to try it because that's the human struggle. And I give myself years to learn something new. I also give myself permission to change my mind. Yes, change my mind about my objectives and goals. If I start a pathway and I'm like, do you know what? This is not serving me anymore. I do not want to keep doing this. I just feel horrible whenever I try. I'm going to put that down and leave it alone, and it's fine. I'm basically choosing inner peace. I'm choosing myself, and it feels great. So what would you give yourself permission to do that you maybe haven't done until now? What are you allowing yourself to do that is going to be kinder to you and the journey that you're on that maybe you haven't done now? I hope you have a great day wherever you're at, and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.